Good morning, it's Beth Marks. I'm a realtor here at Sutton Group Lakefront Realty. We're turning the tables this morning on Tamara who is the owner-broker of Sutton Group, knowing you'd all like to hear what really goes on in that pretty little head of hers. So, Tamara, my first question to you, you had a wonderful real estate business. Why on earth, during a slow time in the industry, did you come up with the bright idea of starting your own brokerage, and why Sutton?
Right. Well, I guess it's double-sided. With me, I loved to sell real estate. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I wanted to see, for me, leadership's a big thing, and I wanted to be in a company, a different kind of a company, a bit of maybe a niche boutique company where the realtors in here have a creative influence. That it's that idea that we are better together, that we, each of us has things that we can bring to the table, so we could build a different kind of a real estate company, that bottom-up management, and then, the culture just flowing and creating as one. The other side is I wanted somewhere that there was a barrier of entry, that who was here was chosen to be here. They were chosen to be here by the other realtors, and the public knew that. They knew when they walked in the door, they could trust everybody. I'm really big on, respect, honor, transparency. There are no secrets here at Sutton, and for me, I would just, I just wanted to be somewhere that I felt good with that, and that, once again, it's that barrier of entry.
Okay, so you have now here an eclectic mix of 14 realtors now,
Yep.
a couple down in Kelowna. Who are you looking for? Not names, but who do you want now, and
Sure.
How big do you want to get?
Sure. So I call it the A-list. I've got the A-list. It's, it's not as if it's public. Obviously it's that kind of business where people don't want other people to know where they're going and what they're doing. But for me, an A is somebody who, from a client's point of view, is honest, reliable, dependable, knowledgeable, great negotiator. We can't just all be good people. We at the same time need to be good at what we do. So professional people that anybody in the public would hear a name and say, "Oh, Beth Marks, she's fabulous."
Thank you. Thank you.
So
very
that's
much.
the A list. It's really important to me, as I said before, that the realtors have that creative influence, not just on the company, but also who comes into the company.
Right.
So it's important for me. I spend a lot of time trying to walk around and, who do you guys want to see here?
Right. And that's true. And I appreciate, as a realtor, when someone else new is on the horizon, Tamara does come around and quiz the realtors and say, what's your take on, Susie Vixen or whomever it is. So, Tamara, in all this, do you think being the only girl growing up with 5 brothers, that's helped your determination to keep moving forward?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've come from a pretty, in my opinion, inspirational family, for sure. I've got 5 brothers. They're all, have always been pushed to, it was always a competition, and I know in this day and age we're kind of pushed down that we shouldn't be competitive and all these things. But growing up with 5 brothers, for sure, you're a competitive person. So it was always that, ooh, he's one up on me, so now what can I do? In a good way, for sure.
Yeah.
So it was always, he's faster than me, so how am I going to get faster than him?
How am I going to get better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So in all of this, a bit more of a personal question, what do you do? What's been your moment of self-doubt or moments, and how do you push through those?
Sure. I guess, well, first of all, I just try to, push them behind and look. For me, and I think it's one of actually your quotes, that penny in front of the sun. Sometimes, you get frustrated that, definitely I'm out recruiting constantly. And I think at the beginning, you kind of think, you can be able to recruit and, right away that people see,
Right.
what it
They'll
is,
just
and
come.
they just come,
Yeah.
right? So there's definitely frustrations in that. But for me, I do have a really strong belief of the end result. I know where Sutton's going. I know where that end is. I don't necessarily, enjoy the everydays in between of getting there because, I'm that person. I love to run before I have to walk, right? You know, I've always been that person. So I guess that's the frustration. I'm a firm believer that it will happen, that I know that it'll happen. So I guess that's in those times of doubt. It's, take the dog for a walk, step back, and realize, like, this is so, small. My mom always told me, take care of the small things, the big things take care of themselves.
So last words and last, you've said you see the end. Are you seeing Sutton as a big company, small company?
Sure. Numbers-wise, I guess I get this question a lot. Do I want to be a 50-man office? Absolutely not. I still want to have a life, and so for me, it's about having the best of the best, and back to that honor, the integrity, the knowledge, the professional realtors, I want the top of the class. So for us, it's about hiring the best, and I guess if we were talking numbers, I'd see us somewhere around 30, you know. Anything above that, I think I would go, you know, maybe to another location and do it. For me, I'd like to step back from real estate in the next little bit and get more into that leadership role. For me, it's about leading the realtors, inspiring the realtors, and growing their business. So.
Okay, well, I can tell we're going to have to do a part 2, but not today, in lieu of time. We certainly appreciate Tamara's leadership here at the company. She walks the walk. It's not just chatter here, and we have created a very loving home for our friends and for each other. So thank you very much.
Thank
Signing
you.
off. All right. Bye.